Hey Danny, how are you?
How are you, Steven? Everything okay
Doing
with you?
doing great today. Just want to explain to the audience how Ali 360 is going to help them with their medical weight loss business, or not even medical. A lot of companies are also doing it organically. So just kind of briefly describe, Ali 360 and the power behind it.
A.L.I 360 is, as you know, Steven, is our proprietary software that actually goes ahead and enhances the domain relevancy of a website. Now,
Mhm.
sometimes, these technical jargons, they tend to get a little bit confusing, right? But let's kind of look at it from the simpler standpoint. What is Google's business model? It's to provide the most relevant search results. That's literally it. If
Yeah,
Google cannot provide you with the most relevant search results when you're looking for GLP-1 near me or weight loss near me, then nobody's going to use Google anymore, unfortunately. Now, traditional marketing to increase the domain relevance of an actual website used to be very cumbersome and very time-taking, where it used to take around 6 months to at least 15 months to get the relevancy to what you need to be to be at the forefront of Google. Ali 360 eliminates that time span. And before traditional marketing, there used to be a lot of resources that used to be allocated to increasing the domain relevancy. Well, Ali 360 is an AI powered software. It's a learning machine. So it learns on its own. So guess what? The human resource cost is not there. And because of that, Ali 360 goes ahead and increases the relevancy of our client's website a lot more faster at a very reduced amount that the client has to pay. Why? Because they're not paying for those resources to increase that relevance. That's literally in very layman's term what it does. In
okay,
actuality, technical terms, it basically increases the actual domain relevancy through something called schema markup on the back end of it. Schema markups are structured data that Google basically goes ahead and indexes to understand a targeted keyword, a targeted geolocation, as well as the audience segment that that website should be shown to.
understood. Very powerful stuff. So let me ask you, does it also help with like paid ads, like Google paid ads?
I'm glad you asked that. So, you know, it doesn't matter what any SEO company will tell you. Literally, organically, you could be number one, but you're not going to be at the forefront of Google. Why? People ask, well, I'm on the number one position. Why am I not getting the most clicks? Because have you noticed that whenever you search for, let's say, weight loss near me or GLP-1, first thing that shows up on Google itself are the sponsored ads. Then the Google business profile that's nearest to you within a 5 to 10 mile radius shows up. And after that, that's when the organic search result shows up. So that means the potential patient or the potential client that's coming to your medical facility for weight loss has to go through first the ads, then the map, then they can get to you. Now, if you increase the domain relevancy, organically you rank at the top as well. But you want to be at that very top where the actual ads are. Now, how does increasing the domain relevancy help in those ads? Well, Google's business model is the same no matter if you pay Google or you do it organically. It is to provide the most relevant search results. So if Google deems that you are the most relevant, then when you're doing paid ads on Google, you will retain the number one position at the lowest bid. May I share my screen for a particular client that's doing GLP-1 by any chance?
Yeah, show that. That's great. Proof is in the pudding. Let's see what you got.
Absolutely. Let me show you exactly. Now, normally GLP-1 is a very strong keyword. Why? Because it's associated with semaglutide, tirzepatide, Ozempic. These are extremely competitive keywords.
Yeah.
So when you target GLP-1, the normal cost to click should be around $12 to $15. Would you agree on that?
Yeah. Yeah. I seen it. Yep.
So let's take a look at what our client, with the power of Ali 360 and increasing the domain relevancy, is paying per click. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see the client's last month's whole screenshot, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Let me
share
show
your
my
screen.
screen.
Share your screen.
Yes.
Excellent.
Let me show my screen. This is Revitalized Trim Spa. This is this month, I'm sorry. It's from October 1st to October 17th so far.
Okay.
Their total cost has been 122 clicks, a 22 cost per whole amount,
Okay.
156 clicks, click-through rate, 15.62%.
Wow. That's crazy.
Normal click-through rate is somewhere between 3 to 4.
So that's
15.
that's huge. That's absolutely huge. Which keyword was that done for? Or what
I'll show you right now, my friend. GLP-1,
wow.
GLP-1, right here. All the keywords that are showing up here, right here, GLP-1 right here.
That's that's what Ali 360 does. That's what we want to prove to the audience. You know, there's nothing like showing metrics and the real numbers.
This is the ad right here. 596 impressions, 33 clicks, 15.62% CTR. This is the ad. Need to lose weight? Try GLP-1, Revitalize Trim Spa. Contact us today.
I love it. That's
And
fantastic.
this is the result of it.
So that's a game changer.
Yes.
That alone is going to bring revenue. So their keywords come down in cost per impression because of this, and they get to the top
Per click. Per
per
click.
click.
Impressions, Google doesn't charge for impressions,
Yes,
unfortunately, but
yes,
they charge for clicks. Yes, for clicks.
yes. Thanks for correcting me. That's absolutely crazy, and it acts pretty quick. So someone signs up with us. Just give a little timeline. In the first 30 days, what do you do in the first 30 days? What can they expect?
First 30 days, remember, once again, and as a client comes to us, I kind of instill this within them that Google's algorithm is to provide the most relevant search result. But let's take the first portion of that, Stephen. It is an algorithm. It's not a person like you and me that can come on website and say, hey, these guys focus on weight loss. No, unfortunately not. The actual algorithm has to actually understand the actual business, the actual keywords associated with the services, and the target market audience that we're reaching out to, whether it's geofencing or not.
Yeah.
So the first month, we have to enable the algorithm to completely understand everything about this business.
And that's pretty quick, 4 weeks. I mean, usually in the olden days, it used to take what, up to a year?
Yeah, well, I would say around 6 to 8 months, you're right
Okay.
about that, depending on the actual amount of pages on a website and the amount of services. But yes, you're right.
So 1 month, and then they're ready to go play that. I call it a chess game, right?
It is a
Once they
chess
get,
game.
so once Google gets them optimized, the first month, once Ali 360 takes place, it constantly works in the background while we're all sleeping, which is amazing. It's a game changer. And then they start doing ads. Now, the ads, they're going to get better results, paying less money for ad spend, which is crazy. This is crazy. Now, Danny, you also mentioned the GEO. Can you explain that, like the new search?
Okay. So just like Google, Gemini, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Copilot, all these AI search engines have the same concept as Google, provide the most relevant search results. Now, where do you think they gain all that information? That machine learning module doesn't have a brain of its own. What it does, it scours the internet for all that information and presents it to you as an AI module. And as time goes on, it uses something called natural language processing. So what happens is that that natural language processing goes ahead and learns how you speak to that AI agent, and it gives you results a lot more faster. But the source of that information is still coming from the search engines. Well, Ali 360 increases the relevancy of your website on the search engines. Therefore, when they're scouring all that information coming from the search engines, who shows up on the forefront on these AI modules?
Yeah. Wow.
It's
Crazy.
very simple math.
It's the new world. It's the future. It's all about technology. And guys, we're a technology company. We're not a traditional marketing company. There's a big difference, and that's what you pay for. And I'm gonna say something that's absolutely incredible, amazing, is that we're affordable.